Hi, I'm Tasha from fitnessblender.com, and today I've got your 3 exercise upper body strength circuits workout. Warm-up is 9.5 minutes long and includes both a mobility and primer circuit. The workout itself is about 32 minutes, and that includes 3 exercise circuits. Cool down is about 5 minutes long. For equipment today, you'll need your range of light to moderately heavy weights along with a mat. I'll show you some modifications along the way. Let's go ahead and get started with warm-up. Kicking things off with your 4.5 minute mobility warm-up, we're actually going to come down to the ground. You can be in a seated or a kneeling position. I'm going to take kneeling. We got about 45 seconds per mobility exercise here, 6 of them, no rest between exercises. We're going to start with our shoulder cars, right arm. So palm comes up and take it across the body. Comes up and overhead as far as you can get it, and then palm faces behind you as you bring that arm behind the back, reaching for the opposite hip. And then we reverse it. Palm is facing back for as long as you can, up, overhead, right up top. So when you flip palm up, back across the midline of the body, back to its starting position, and repeat. 45 seconds. That's a juicy time interval for you to get at least maybe 3 of these in, which is fantastic. This is a wake up. We're preparing the body for what's to come. And we've got some interesting intervals of work. This workout, if you did the lower body equivalent, you'll know what's coming. Left arm, so we're just switching sides. I'm just gonna face you. Palm up, take it across, open it back up. Palm faces behind you. Reach for that right hip, I should say. And then come back, reverse it. Palm faces behind you, overhead, and then palm up. Ooh, this shoulder is special. So if you took the lower body sister workout, you'll know that for those 3 exercises in each circuit, at first exercise, we're going to lift heavy. We aim for 6 to 8 reps, and you can stop before that 30-second interval is up. The second 2 exercises in each circuit, light weights, they're more of a burnout. Come to your hands and knees. Quadruped position, we're going to thread the needle, right arm starts it. Reach that arm through the space that your left knee and left shoulder has made. Come up and let's draw our semicircle. So arm ahead, circle it back, right below that knee, circle it back forward, and repeat. Reach through, drop the shoulder, come up tall, draw your semicircle. Try to keep your hips and your shoulders squared off to the ground. They will open up ever so slightly, that's fine. But mobility work, we're working through our fullest range of motion and trying to see if we can extend that range of motion, seeing just where our joints can go. And then we just take it to the left side. Reach, lower that shoulder, come up, and then take that arm forwards and back. There's no perfect here. So even if you're not moving exactly like me, that's fine. All of our mobility practices are going to look a little different. It's probably hard to see, but this left arm is doing weird things over here. I can't even call this a semicircle. It's just like a can't lift it as high. That's okay. It's a baby semicircle. Let's go ahead and bring it up to standing. Take your time if you need to. We're going to bring those wrists together behind us and then push your chest in between your shoulders as you pull your shoulder blades together, giving a little flutter. Your hands can rest cradled in the lower portion of your spine. Bringing your wrist as close to together as you can. They don't have to be exactly your wrist. Gently pressing. Oh, that is special. Waking up those shoulders a little bit too. I guess they're asleep because this feels kind of interesting. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then finishing off with our slow body roll down. So let gravity do the work here. A little bend in those knees, hinge from those hips, and let the crown of the head reach down towards the ground as you reach for those toes, and then reverse it, roll it back up. You have the option to tuck that chin in each time you roll down to really let gravity do the work here. Feel the lengthening all the way through the spine, hamstrings, glutes. We'll get a quick 30 seconds off, then we'll go into our primer circuit. Grab your lightest weights. They shouldn't feel heavy. We're waking the muscles up with some load now. So we got 4 minutes in this primer circuit, 8 exercises, 30 seconds on, no rest between exercises and no repeats. I'm gonna grab my 10 pounders, so about 4.5 kilograms. And we're just going to, as I mentioned, wake everything up. You don't have to go super heavy here. I want you to focus on slow, intentional movement and engaging the correct muscle. So think about which muscles are working. Overhead press to start, palms face. Here's where we can practice form as well. Little bend in those knees. Feet can be right under those hips or a little bit wider. And here's where we can actually practice keeping our rib cage stacked right on top of our hips, avoiding that chest flare. See, that even hurts to do. Slow and controlled. If at any point throughout the workout, any of the moves where we're working both limbs at once, which is all of them, you can single it out. Palms face, front raise. Remember, there's no break. Hands are going to come up about shoulder height. There's a little bend in those elbows. Slow and controlled. So you're controlling the descent as well, raising and then slowly lowering, not just dropping those weights down because, yeah, for most of us, that doesn't feel amazing. Lateral raise is next. Palms face the ground this time. Little bend remains in those elbows as you raise those hands out to the side about shoulder height. Keeping your wrist forwards of your shoulders. So it's not a perfect straight line from fingertip to fingertip. Those weights are slightly ahead of the midline of your body. Coming to a hinge position, low row next. Hinge forward, pull those elbows up towards the ceiling. Those weights come towards those hips in your imaginary pockets, supporting the spine with an engaged core. Gaze softly ahead, about maybe 2.5, 3 feet ahead of those toes, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to stand it up, rotational rows. Rotational curls, I should say. I'm reading and talking at the same time, so sometimes it's just incorrect. It's also really early in the morning, so my brain is semi-awake. So palms face you first, and then palms face upward, rotating through that curl, keeping the elbows close but not digging into the body. You can also take a staggered stance at any point if that helps release tension in the lower back. Palms face you, upright row, elbows come up and slightly back. Those weights are grazing the front of your body. They are close. And even though I'm pulling up and back, notice I'm trying to keep my shoulders down and away from my ears. So we're not raising like this. Up and slightly back. Aiming the weights for your armpits. It's the easiest way to think of this. Back to our hinge. Triceps kick back. So same row position, but then from here, extend those weights up towards the ceiling. You can come down in between if you want to, or keep locked and loaded in that row position and extend the arms from here, keeping the triceps continuously, well, nearly continuously engaged. One more move after this. Standing chest press. We're going to alternate this one. Stand up tall, palms up, a little bend in the elbow. Weight comes up and slightly across the midline of the body. And breathe. Yes, the chest is getting involved here. May not feel like a typical chest press where it's targeted very directly, but it's still a great warm-up. 30 seconds off. Alrighty. Remember I said that first move is your heavy move. We got 3 exercises, 30 on, 15 off, 3 times through. You do get 30 seconds off between rounds. I am going to go for reps. So I'm going to stop at 6. Remember, the range is 6 to 8. You can work the full 30 if you want to. That feels kind of light. Overhead press, palms face. Here we go. I couldn't cheat. I'm going to do 6 though. So just like warm up, we've just added, hopefully, some more load. I'm done with my 6. I'm just going to rest. If you want, yes, you can fill the whole 30, but the goal here is to lift heavy enough that you actually need a little bit of a break here. Lowering the weights for the second 2 moves. What do I want? I'm going to try 12. Look at this magic. About 5.4 kilograms. We got a half pulse, so palms face you. Slowly come up about halfway and then all the way up back to start. There's that rotation, so palms face you and then palms face out for your Arnold press. Ooh, that is special. Palms face you. Start to face out. That's that half pulse. 15 off. Oh my. Sorry, I got distracted. We had a snow/ice storm recently. I can hear people's tires moving not very well over the snow. So I'm like, you guys okay? Military press. So we're going to alternate here. Palms face forward, one at a time. And you'll notice this pattern continue throughout the workout. Heavy bilateral move first, so both arms working. Then we lighten the load for our half pulse move for number 2. Keep that light load for an alternating move for number 3. Oh my goodness. 30 seconds off before round 2. Okay, let's think about our weights. Are we happy with them? I feel good with what I got. I'm going to try for 20 again on that overhead press. That's my heavy for today. And I like 6 reps. It gives me control. It gives me good form. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Let's get ready. Pick them up. Round 2 is on the way. Get them racked on those shoulders. Strict press, so no bounce. Watch that rib flare. Uh-oh, getting in trouble. Yeah, I did a little push press. Had to. It gets heavy very quickly. Oh my goodness. But I did my 6. I feel proud. As these intervals go on, if you get tired, just lower the weight. We're looking for good form, complete reps. As long as you know you're challenging yourself, you're doing it correctly. Half pulse, Arnold press. It's like, oh, I'm going to do it. Oh, I don't want to. Okay, yes. Yowza. Halfway. Full. Halfway. Full. Holy smokes. The 10s are right there. I got this. Halfway. Full. Listen. They are so pretty. I have to bring them on set. Down to 10s. Alternating military press. Palms forward. And as you can see, my elbow, again, slightly forwards of my shoulder. Keeping that elbow raised, shoulders engaged. Holy smokes. Even with the 10s, this is rude. We'll do a little cheat. A little rest in between. Hey, it's what I need right now. Letting that weight just rest on my shoulder. Okay, you probably already saw me make some adjustments. I'm gonna go down to 15 pounds, 6.8 kilograms for my heavy for this last round. Because, as I said, good form, solid reps. I had to push press those last 2 of my 6 last time. Nothing wrong with that, but it's my feedback that I gotta lower the weight for today. And that's fine. Last round, overhead press. Yeah, this still sucks. Oh my goodness. I needed all my breath to focus there. All my mental energy. Just having a moment. It's okay. Half pulse, Arnold press. The 12s match my outfit, but no. We gotta go green. 10 pounds, 4.5 kilograms. Oh, this is perfect for my shoulders right now. They should be burning. This is in the form of a tricep. We just have different focuses throughout the tricep. Oh my goodness. And changing that load and changing that rep scheme. Come on, Tasha. All right, military press, last time. And then we get 30 seconds off before we move on to our second of 4 circuits. I'm gonna alternate, and I am resting the back part of that weight on my shoulder between reps because I'm about to drop them. I don't know if you can hear the clicking going on that shoulder. That's new. Oh my goodness. 10 seconds. It's a little cheat. I couldn't finish that. That was just too much. I'm good now. I'm back. We got low rows to start off the next round. We're going up to 30 pounds, about 14 kilograms. We're going to see how that goes. Remember that first move. That's your heavy challenge. 6 to 8 reps. And then you can put it down. Looking at what we got next. Half pulse, upright rows, reverse flies. There's a lot. All right. Grab those weights. Just like warm up. Hinge forward. Pull them up. There's my 6. I feel very proud of them. Put those weights down. Remember, you're hinging from those hips. Stamp the floor with your chest. Elbow to ceiling. Weight to hips. Reducing my weights for a half pulse upright row. I'm going to go with the 12 pounders to start. I might go up to 15 next round. But you know, this is my feel out round. You guessed it. Halfway up, skim the body, back down, all the way up, bring them to the armpit. Just like warm up, we're just adding that little tempo change and hopefully increased our weight. At least for the first round of each circuit. Maybe that weight is a little bit higher than the warm up one, but it might not be because these are our burnout moves. Ooh, everything's working here. That was some kind of spectacular. I'm going to keep my 12s, alternating reverse flies. My goodness. Keep a little bend in those elbows. Pull from those shoulder blades. It's not the shoulder blade itself doing the work. It's those middle back muscles. Usually that imagery helps. Weights come up right about or below shoulder height. Trying to keep that torso and your hips squared off to the floor. We are back at the top, low row again. I'm sticking with my 30 pounders. They're feeling really good today. It's a good challenge for me today for this format. Now, if I were doing low rows in isolation, pushing really heavy, getting at least 2 minutes rest in between, this could probably go up to 40 or 45. So adjust according to the workout and how it feels for that workout and the purpose of that workout. Round 2. Hinge and pull. Oh, that was good. That was me prepping the 15s for this upright row. I want to try it. Yeah. Why not? Breathe. Palms face the body. Halfway. All the way. Oh yeah, that's feeling fantastically evil. Half. Full. Holy smokes. Split stance. For me, feels good. Don't be afraid of the struggle. Don't be afraid of making those ugly faces. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm still going to stick with my 12 pounders, 5.4 kilograms for the alternating fly. We're moving right along. This ain't so bad. The lies we tell ourselves. No, it's not a lie. We're okay. We are okay. Only 5 seconds. Look at that. 30 seconds. We got nothing on that. Well, 30 seconds has nothing on us. Wow, I said that backwards. All right, let me put this back for my rows. You can also take staggered stance in the row, an even wider staggered stance, so more like a lunge, 45-degree angle on that back foot. Doesn't really matter which leg you have forward. I put the leg forward. That gives you more support. Last round, still sticking with my 6 reps. I've stayed towards the lower end so I can lift heavier. That's just my goal. If you want to do 8, do 8. Ooh, struggling this last round. That almost didn't happen. My goodness. Cumulative fatigue showing up. Do I want to do 15? Want is not the right word here. Prefer not to. But I'm challenging myself right along with you. If I'm going to ask you to do something, I'm going to try to. Half pulse, upright row, last time. It's getting rude. But we're more than halfway through this interval and almost the workout too. Come on. Okay, alternating flies. Last time. I'll stick with the 12s. A water break is coming after this. And if you recall, if you did the lower body version, there is no finisher. Because by the end, your upper body muscles should be toast. So we're finishing them pretty much every circuit with these second 2 burnout moves. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's feeling some kind of way. Wow. Carefully put those weights to the side. Water break as promised. Press that pause button if you need a little extra time, and I'll meet you back here for your next 2 circuits. I'll see you soon. Welcome back from your water break onto circuit number 3. Same deal here. Heavy move, biceps curls. I'm going to try 20 pounds, 9.1 kilograms, aiming for that 6 to 8 rep range. And then we've got some other fun moves that have to do with the biceps to burn them out. So let's get rolling. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Plant those feet. I'm going to go for a rotational curl. It's a little bit easier for me. But either way, did you just see that? Almost dropped that. Either way, those weights are coming up about 3/4, not all the way. Something about this shape. My arm does not like it over there. So I'm going to do an extra over here. Now we have our half pulse. So we're going to widen out our grip here. And I'm going to come down to 15 pounds, 6.8 kilograms, and see if I can do that. Palms up, wide grip. So halfway down and then all the way up. Nope, it does not like this shape. So we're going to go to 12s because that's what's here. I got my other 15s off camera, so we'll see what happens. Halfway and all the way. You've externally rotated, but you've kept those shoulders down and away from the body. Holy smokes. Yowza. Now we're going to alternate our hammer curls. One at a time, palms face. We're really burning out the biceps here. They're going to be on fire. Core is engaged. Rack that rib cage right over the pelvis. So you got a little tuck, just ever so slightly. One at a time, alternate. 15s, I'm going to come for you, potentially. Sometimes my arm just really doesn't like that shape. It's interesting. It's just how the weight's distributed. It's a lot harder for the left arm to lift it. 30 seconds off. We're going to do that again. Okay. Do I want to try the 20s again? Just, let's see. I do. I'm just going to try a different shape. We won't know until we try. We got to give it a whirl. Yeah, let's do it. All right, back to our heavy move. I'm going to stagger it out. See, it likes that shape. It's also just what I'm more used to. Oh, it's heavy though. It's heavy though. That's 3. And then I'm going to single these out. I have to cheat here just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. Georgie said no. Hey, that was good though. Good job, Georgie. I'm proud of that. I probably still will use those 12s though for the wide grip because I just murdered my arms on that. What's this? Oh, you're peeling. Didn't know they could peel. So here's the good key here for getting you into right formation. Palms up, and then just pull those shoulder blades back a little bit. That's it. You don't really need to get super aggressive here with that angle. You're looking at the difference between here and here. Not that big. Oh my. Okay. Hammer curl. All right, 20s. Do you want to stay? Yeah. I'll try it again. All right, maybe I can hammer curl these. This is 15. but I think maybe this direction it can handle. Yeah, a little bit better. Got a little shoulder dip going on that left side where I'm like, I'm trying to work with it. That arm is so much weaker. Look at that, barely. But we're getting there. Oh my, they are burning. They're literally on fire. Oh my goodness. Okay, 20s, you can go away. We're not even going to. We know what's happening. I will stick with the 15s so I can get some good, strong curls and do both at the same time. Last round, 6 to 8 reps. My biceps are on fire. Oh my goodness. One more for me. I had to fight for that. That almost did not happen. I talked to HR about this. It's abuse. I am HR because I'm HR myself. Wide grip, half pulse. Just that little tempo change makes this so ridiculously hard. At least it does for me. Ooh, holy smokes. It's a long time of me not doing anything. I had to regroup. I'm gonna keep these 12s. I can stay right there for these hammer curls. We're gonna look so swole after though. Every time you pass yourself in the mirror today, just give it a flex. Be like, yeah, I did that. A little muscle bump. Increase blood flow to those muscles. Looking good. You can ogle yourself. Oh my, this is just so amazingly rude. I want it to stop. Finally, we are coming down to the mat for the last circuit. I don't even know if I can do these. My arms are spent. We're working on the chest and the triceps. Starting off with chest press. I'm gonna try these 30 pounders, about 14 kilograms, 6 to 8 reps. Get into position. Take your time. Ooh, come here. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm waiting for myself to just drop these one day. Okay, they're moving. Triceps barely graze the floor. Elbows slightly lower than those shoulders. I don't remember the number. One more for good measure. And then carefully roll it up. Try not to drop them because it makes such a thud. I'm going down to my 12 pounders. We have a half pulse chest fly. I don't know why I'm doing 12 on this. This should probably be 10. So palms face, halfway open, elbows bent, and then all the way open throughout your full range of motion. Those elbows come really close to the floor. No, I think I got this for now. The worst that could happen is that I just have to go down and wait. Because I will not drop this on myself. I will just drop it on the floor. Just a little break here. Ugh, smudge. We have alternating skull pressures. I'm gonna keep these one at a time. Elbow to wrist is the only thing that's moving. And your elbows are right above the shoulder or slightly forwards of them, so you actually feel that extension through the triceps. Weight comes down towards the temple. That's why they call it skull crusher. Do not hit yourself in the face. $30 off before round 2. I like the weights I've chosen. I'm keeping them. Just to give you an idea, it's not 7 o'clock yet here. The construction crew has arrived, and it's taking every bit of me not to look out the window and see what's happening. I'm very fascinated with what's going on. I'm sure they don't like me peeking at them all the time, but it's cool. Chest press, 6 to 8 reps. I also just landed really funny on the mic. It's probably gonna leave a scar. We'll see. That was good. I like it. I might try something. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, got the 15s. Half pulse, chest fly. I didn't move as quickly as I thought I would, but I'm back. Oh yeah. That feels great. You don't know unless you try. Sure, I could get through this and be like, that felt comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable right now. I want to know that I actually pushed myself to the point where I'm like, okay, that was questionable. And I'm going to hold on to them again for my skull crushers. Tasha, get away from the wall. I don't know why I'm so close over there. Okay. Especially since we're alternating here. What you got, Georgie? Okay, Georgie, that was not bad. Good job. Give myself positive affirmations. Gotta give myself props for when something good happens. Almost there. One more round of each. You sit there. We're doing so well. Okay, it's still alive, right? Let's move it right here. That's probably safer. Oh, it's just the clip that I fell on. That's probably broken. That's fine. It's just a clip tying the cords together. Last round, chest press. And no, I don't necessarily look like that when I'm chest pressing on my own, grabbing the weights. I'm just trying not to make noise. Focus on safety first. However, I can safely get those weights up. You know what? We did 7 that round. Because why not? Chest fly, half pulse. Last time. And I got the 15s again. There we go. There's that little struggle. The wobble wobble. Oof. Aren't you glad there's no finisher? Do you want a surprise add one? Okay, I felt the unanimous no and screaming. So with that being said, this is your last 30 seconds. Dial it in, focus. If you haven't grabbed that heavier weight, Give it a whirl. Last 30. Watch your form. Remember, elbow to wrist is the only thing moving. Wrists are nice and straight. You should feel the triceps lengthen as you extend that weight down towards the ground and press it back up. 5 seconds, that's it. Finish your rep and relax. Nicely done. Stay where you are. You can do a little cleanup if you need to. I'm gonna quiet down our beeps so that we can have a nice quiet cool down. You got about 5 minutes with me, about 30 seconds per stretch. And I'm just gonna move some of these out the way. It's actually still gonna look kind of like a mess, but that's okay. Come on down to your belly, right arm extends out. And I'll show you some options here. Yeah, the weights are just in the way, it's okay. Palm down, and then take that left leg, open it up, place that foot flat on the floor, using that leverage to stretch out the interior part of the shoulder and chest on the right. If that does not work for you, find a nice stable surface and then just turn away from it. Could even be the wall. Let's switch to the left side. I wanted to show you that just in case we don't like being down here on the ground. Palm down, press that shoulder into the ground. Right leg this time opens up. Get a nice spinal twist as well. Deep breath in and out. We're gonna come to a puppy pose. So in between child and down dog. And stretch out both of our triceps and lats. Relax, come on up. Keep your glutes nice and high. Extend those arms down ahead of you. Elbows dig in. And then reach towards your shoulders and push your glutes back towards your heels. This should lengthen out the triceps, and it should lengthen all the way down through the lats on either side. It's using your own body weight and gravity. And release, coming to a down dog position. We're gonna shift between down dog, press those heels to the ground, and then release the hips down, up dog. Finding your own cadence that works for you. Press, chest between shoulders, and then release the hips down. Chest still presses in between shoulders. You can rock side to side. Oh, feel that loosening up in the lower back. From here, come to plank. Step that right foot forward. Drop both hands on the inside. And then if we want, we can take that torso rotation. So left arm will stay on the ground. Right will open up towards the ceiling. Getting a nice deep lunge. Stretching out hip flexors and lower body supporting musculature, especially during those hinges, for those rows. And your lower body was supporting you throughout, so this is not one-dimensional. Release, and let's just switch. Invite that left leg forward. Plant both hands on the inside first. Find your stable base, and then we can take the rotation right down, left up as an option. So even if something says upper body training, your legs are still going to be involved to some degree. We can't turn our legs off, and they need to be there to help us. And release. Come to a kneeling or seated position. I think I'm going to sit. Take that right arm across the body. Sit up nice and tall. Pull above or below the elbow and rotate through the wrist. Oh my goodness. Is it me or does it hurt just to raise that shoulder up? A little frown just because of the, it doesn't hurt, it just feels worked. And release, left arm across. I'm just doing a couple rotations here. I'm actually more so focused on stretching out my delts. Ugh. I'm not alone, right? You feel that, right? Okay. We're gonna get the chest and the biceps, sit up nice and tall. Press those fingertips behind you and walk them back until you feel the chest open and the biceps lengthen. You can even gaze up towards the ceiling if it feels good to raise your head and drop it all the way back. It's up to you. Oh my goodness. I might add on to this cool down. I got some soreness going on. And sit up nice and tall. You're gonna plant those feet, bring your knees into your chest, and we're gonna hug our knees as we'd hug the tree. So separate the shoulder blades, round out the spine, chin can drop down towards the chest. Rock your head side to side. Loosen any remaining tension. And gently come up out of that. You were finished. That was such a lovely job. Yes, you're gonna get your deep breaths. We're gonna reach for the ceiling, so you can take that from seated. I like to come to this half kneeling position. Inhale up, reach. And exhale, let it all out. You made it, I made it, we made it. There was some like dodgy spots in there where I almost dropped the weights, but look, we're on the other side and we challenged ourselves. Once again, my name is Tasha. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope I get to see you again really soon. Workout complete.